Welcome back, everybody. It's 6:40, and now that school is almost out, it doesn't mean that learning has to stop for your kids. So this summer, you can start having a discussion about finances and money, really teaching your kids about the value of it, how you get it, and what you're supposed to do with it. So local financial professional Phil Putney joins us to give us some ideas to work with our kids about teaching them about money, and also just to keep them occupied this summer, keep those brains moving.
That's right.
I think
a lot of free time,
I think it was like in the 6th grade when I learned how to write checks, but it was in class. A lot of times, a lot of the financial lessons aren't taught in the classroom.
Yeah, that's right. I think they're better taught at home anyways. So
let's start with just actually understanding money and where it comes from, that it doesn't grow on a tree or in your dad's top drawer.
Yeah, or out of the ATM machine. Yeah, I think that's the first lesson for the kids to learn, is that you actually have to earn it. You know, so for the younger kids, it might be a great time to start an allowance if you haven't done that yet. A lot of chores have to be done around the house in the spring and summer, so it's a good time to introduce that. And if you got tweens or those teens, early teens, maybe introduce them to a babysitting job or mowing the lawn. You know, and in the later teens, it might be time for their first summertime job. So once they can earn some money.
Right. So once they've learned about where money comes from and how to earn it, then it's important to teach kids that you don't just go spending it.
Right.
That there's a process about saving as well.
Yeah, and savings is one of those habits that they need to learn. It'll pay long-term dividends. So for the younger kids, it's probably hard for them to think that far into the future. So think of a shorter-term goal, maybe something they can save for in a month. But for your older kids, maybe think of something a little bit bigger, maybe their first car. You know, set that as a goal and start saving for that. I know that's what my wife and I did with our son. And when they contribute to the purchase, it gives them a little bit more satisfaction in that, and a little bit more ownership too.
And is it too soon to talk about, investing money, like not just saving it to buy something, but saving it for the future?
Probably for the younger kids, it's a little too soon, but sure, as they get into their older teen years, it's not too soon to start introducing that concept, that not only for a goal specifically, but maybe long-term towards retirement or towards college, and that's the next big expense that they'll start to see.
Not spending every dollar.
That's right. They don't have to spend it all, and they shouldn't.
Right. So if they have that goal and they reach it and they have some money left over, it's good to teach them about giving money as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a recent study by Harvard Business School that showed that those that gave money versus spending it on themselves actually had a greater happiness. You know, so it's great to start to introduce that concept of giving back to somebody. And I've got a great resource on my website at afswealthmgt.com under the download section that gives you some ideas for a family to teach their kids on how to give.
Okay. And then last but not least, just teaching kids about the process of banking and actually getting them involved in it.
Yeah, and I think that's where you're going to learn the best lessons, or teach your kids the best lessons, is if you actually get them involved in the family finances, you know, versus just telling them. You know, so taking them to the bank so they understand how the process works with the money getting in there. You know, and if you've got a family vacation, hopefully you've budgeted for that, so introduce them to that concept too. Maybe bring them into the process of, you know, what are we going to do on the vacation? How does that fit into the budget? And, you know, give them some input in what things you're going to do on that vacation. So
it's great interactive lessons for
Absolutely.
Sure, that will hopefully lead to a very financially astute adult.
That's right. That's right. That's what we can hope for.
All right, good deal, Phil. As always, great information. Appreciate
Thanks for having
it.
me.
Thanks.